Today I'm going to be trying something that I didn't really think was a thing, slash was possible, slash I don't really know if it's going to work, but I have seen it done on YouTube. So we're kind of going to be following a YouTube tutorial by this girl here on YouTube, and she does all kinds of like sewing projects and stuff, and she's really funny, and she always like makes like jokes about like, she's like, yeah, throw that piece of fabric away like your ex-boyfriend, and she's really funny. So I will I'll link the tutorial that I'm going to follow in the description box below, but in case you haven't read the title or anything like that, I'm going to be trying to convert a pair of low-waisted jeans into high-waisted jeans, because I got these pair of jeans from the thrift store, and I love the wash of them, but they're low-rise and they just fit me so weird, so I just don't wear them because they just fit me so weird. We're going to be trying to convert them into high-waisted pants, so yeah, we're gonna see how that goes. So let's get started. These are the pants. Sorry it's like next to impossible to get a full body shot here in my room because my room's just not big enough. Yeah, I wish they went like up to like, you know, here. Why do I put myself in such weird positions on the internet? Anyway, so they're actually like quite big, and what's funny about these pants is that there is no zipper or anything. It's just, there's no pockets either. It's literally just like stretchy. So I feel like this is like a really good pair of pants to try this with because they're so stretchy. I don't really wear them. I just feel like they look too weird on me. Yeah, you guys get the idea. Anyway, so we're gonna be trying to transform these bad boys into some high-waisted pants. Here we freaking go. So a couple things to note here before I dive into this. I'm not a professional sewer. I have sewn, why are my scissors so sticky? I have sewn several things in the past, and I have sewn many costumes. And yeah, I have sewn things professional, not at all, not a professional, no sir. Just some things to know for anyone else that might want to try this. If this works, this will take away a bit of the length off of the bottom of the pants, which is fine. I'm short. I like to wear these pants cuffed up anyway, so I'm not too worried about that because my legs are small. This also will take away a bit of the fabric from the largest part of the thigh. So if your pants are not stretchy and they're already really tight in the thigh area, this probably is not going to work because we're gonna end up moving like this seam down here. This is probably just common sense, but the top of the pants are wider and they get narrower as they go down, for the most part anyway. We're gonna be moving this seam down a bit. We're gonna be moving it down to like here, and then this part is going to be like right here. Just something to note if you are gonna try this, because you could ruin your pants, but if you're not gonna wear them anyway, what the heck? Give it a try. Why the heck not? If this doesn't end up working out, I'll probably just save these pants and then use the material for something else because I'm all about that life. Let us go forth and dive the heck in. I'm scared. So Fashion Wizardry is the tutorial that I'm about to follow, and this video has 2.1 million views. There's also another tutorial here that I have watched, but I'm pretty sure they're both basically the same. Her video has 6.8 million views, so clearly this is a thing that people are looking for. Okay, so she has a pair of pants that is high-waisted that, okay, we're gonna need another pair of pants. Hold up. Okay, let's use my black ones. Wore these the other day. I'm gonna go ahead and measure the distance from the top of the jeans to the very, like the bottom seam here where the pants connect, and compare it to how long this one is. Okay, so for mine, it is about 10.5 inches. 10.5. Clean jeans, these are clean. Let's see if I can make it to the bed. Yes, okay. So we had 10.5. How long are these? These are only 8.5. 8 and like 3/4. I'm actually really scared. I'm really scared because I'm gonna have to cut it. And like once you cut it, there's no going back. Like once it's done, it's done. But I don't wear these pants anyway, so what am I so afraid of? I don't know. I mean, they make it look pretty easy. It's kind of just like you need to get rid of some fabric, yes. Yes, you do. I'm scared. Like, I'm scared. I am frightened that this is gonna look like garbage when it's done. Like, dang, she just did that in like, this isn't the Fashion Wizardry one. This is another one, and it's only 4 minutes, so I thought I'd watch this one just for the sake of time. They literally make it look so easy, but I feel stressed. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut a lot of this fabric like away Do I want to cut it though, or do I want to seam rip and go from there? I'm really hoping this doesn't end up being like a serious fail, because I just don't want that for me. I don't want that for me. Pencils don't really work that well on jeans, as I'm discovering. We get a line anyway, so. Since I have commitment issues, I think I'm gonna try it, instead of just completely cutting the fabric out, I think I'm going to try do a little seam rip action, and then we'll go from there. So basically, instead of cutting the fabric away, I'm just gonna cut the stitching so that I don't cut too much, don't cut too little, and it gives me more, what's the word I'm looking for? More, in case I mess up, I have more chances of fixing it, rather than you cut once and then you're done. So I'm gonna go ahead and seam rip this up, and then we're gonna see what happens. Okay, so I've gone ahead and undone the crotch of my pants, so I can see right through them now. They just went and just cut that right off, but I'm a little bit too scared to do that. Now I'm getting confused. I will link the original video that I was following in the description box if you guys want to check it out. It kind of shows like the things a little bit more close up, but I might do a couple of things slightly different, but nothing too crazy. I'm gonna take a pencil and just cut it out. You can't just sew it in a straight line down, because then you'll have nothing to go like underneath your crotch. So you kind of have to sew it in a curve. Also, what's nice about seam ripping is that you do get a little bit of extra material to kind of play around with. Also, this thing I could say. I really should have been doing this on the inside of the pants, because that's where we're going to be sewing. So I think I'm just gonna flip this inside out. Okay, so like I've said about 20 times already, they cut it out. I'm just drawing it on. I feel like I need a pen so I can actually see. Hopefully you guys can see that, but I tried to replicate this curve right here so that the bottom of it ends at 10.5 inches. What I'm gonna do is just kind of line up these pieces and pin them together to make it a little easier for the sewing process. So if I'm being honest with you, I feel like pants are one of the most confusing / hardest things to like sew / like work with, just because like the way that they are put together can be really confusing. If I didn't have like previous like sewing experience where I've made like pairs of pants and shorts and stuff before, if I did not have that, I feel like this would be really confusing. So just to let you guys know, it's confusing, just because the fact that the crotch is not a straight line, and it cannot be a straight line, because if it is, then it's gonna be kind of tight around there, you know. But as I've said, I am no professional. I'm gonna do the same thing back side. I have this really bad feeling that this is just gonna look so bad. You never know unless you try. So I'm just gonna pin the butt half, just like I pinned the front, like that. I mean, this might be less confusing if I didn't seam rip and I just cut holes. That's too risky for me. It's too risky. Okay, so we've got that. So we've got a little hole there, so that will just be sewn like this. Should we just sew it up and see what happens? I feel like that's the only thing left to do. You know what? Let's flip it right side in just to see what it looks like. A moment of truth. Let us see what the inside looks like. Sometimes I get scared that my sewing videos are boring because I have a hard time like concentrating, like talking and sewing at the same time. So here is what I kind of want to avoid. I don't know if you can tell, but it's a very obvious transition between the stitching of the actual pants and then the seam where I'm gonna be sewing. I don't want that to be a thing. I kind of want it to be like seamless, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna do the best of my ability to pin this in a way that that's how it looks. Is it going to work? Who knows? Am I going to try? Yes. Okay, so this is what they look like. They're definitely up to my belly button now. As I was sewing it, I was like, oh no, oh no. I was like, this is not gonna look good. This is gonna look so bad. But honestly, I'm not super mad at it. The only thing I don't really like is the fact that these jeans are really soft. So it kind of like accentuates the poppy outiness of my stomach right there, which, you know, is whatever. I do think I need to tighten these up a bit, but like at the same time I probably could leave them. So it's like, do I want to like mess around with them some more, or do I want to leave them like super stretchy at the top? Like, I don't know. I was just about to stick my hands in my pockets, but there aren't any, so that's fun. I feel like if this had belt loops, I would leave it as is and maybe wear it with a belt. This doesn't have belt loops. I don't know, I'm conflicted. I will say though, they definitely are shorter than before, but like I said, my legs are pretty short, so it didn't really matter too much because I just kind of cupped them up at the bottom anyway. Yeah, I don't know. So I did end up taking them in a little bit. Not a ton, but as much as I could without it looking too crazy. So here we go. Here's the before. So it definitely did get a little bit tighter around the thigh area, but it's actually not too bad. I think it's because these pants are pretty much like, they're just really stretchy anyway. Here's what the back looks like. Are they perfect? Absolutely not. Are they good enough to wear? I think so. I mean, I probably won't wear them like out a ton, but they're like a really good pair of pants to just like wear around the house or when, you know, your laundry isn't done. And your good leggings are, you know, not washed. I'm really not mad at it, you know? Let me know what you guys think. So that's gonna be the end of today's video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you wanna see more like sewing projects where I try to like basically flip items that aren't so great into something cool, let me know in the comments down below and I could do like more thrift flipping because I really do enjoy like flipping things that aren't really useful and making them better, just putting a little work into them, you know? So let me know if you wanna see more stuff like that. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of the pants. And with all that being said, I will see you guys very soon on here. I can't remember if this is going up on Sunday or Wednesday, so I'll either see you on Sunday or Wednesday in a couple of days with a new video. I will also see you very soon on the vlog channel as well as semi-daily on Instagram and TikTok. So with all that being said, thanks so much for watching and I will see you guys then. Bye!